All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Keep playing hard. Ready? Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Ready?
Sony Michel, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen. Slam. Whip. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. Bang. Hey, Delta. Get it.
2nd and 6. And he whips that one incomplete there. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
He's not going anywhere. Trips. Sponge. No. 80 weapons. Hey! Ready?
From the gun, Eubanks. And Andrews lost the football. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Get ready. Ready to break. Mike 51. Breakstone travel. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Baker. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set 90 Wolf. Come on, D. Now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Frank. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
To throw on third down. Frank. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Ready.
Looking to throw. Frank. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back to throw. Eubanks will try and set up the screen. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen. Check 26.
Second and 1. Catch is made by Harry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tight down. There you go. 49. Mike, 50.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Looking to throw. Frank, wide open receiver, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Let's go.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Frank. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
65.
2nd and 5. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Frank. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the pass. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
To throw again. Frank. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. On first down, it's Baker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go.
From the gun, Frank to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Frank. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll run with Michelle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
check, Mike, 27. Hey, pick your game up.
Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yo, you get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Baker. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Let's set a tone, fella. Hurry.
Ready. On 2nd down now, it's Baker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check it back. Topper. Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Frank. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey, Charlie. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. I'm coming. Mike 55.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Frank. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Hey, Zoo. 51's the mic. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Frank going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox lights. Check. Look, squeeze. 5.
From the gun, Eubanks. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Nikhil Harry. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
80 weapon.
To throw again, Eubanks. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, lock it. Check. Hard.
Operating from the gun, Eubanks. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. Onto their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch. Bravo.
To throw on 2nd down. Frank connecting here with DJ Chark. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
X3, 218, chopper. Undercrush, Under crunch. Now.
On first down, Baker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baker. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Baker. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. No problem there on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Howard has the first down and then some. The 40. He's at the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from the 20. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it. Pilot, 64, weak. 10, under 10, 10. Keep gripping.
They'll run on first down. It's Baker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I got one. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Frank throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They're running it.
Get it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Go. Go.
Hey, seam 6.
951. Rip left. Joker.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
On first down, Frank, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Michelle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yes.
Nice 50. The ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Twisting away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And now into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
You go, 30 base. You draw quarters.
You can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Eubanks. He's going to float this over the... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch this,
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha.
55. You must be dreaming. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Big River.
Throwing again. Frank going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Yo, go. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Frank. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Touchdown, defense. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Get it.
On 4th down, Frank. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things.
And a loose football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Shift! Watch the shift! 80 weapon. Yep.
51.
Get ready!
They're going to try and run. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And it's Michel once again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Y'all playing wrong football. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. No chance.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go, cut. Go.
Operating from the gun, Eubanks. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down, New England.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Greystone, travel.
Wide, get wide.
Snap.
Off play action, Eubanks. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Shoot, shoot.
Fight.
On the ground, Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Switch, switch, switch. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Go on, go on. Sit up.
Back to throw. Eubanks. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Pull it high.
You think you gonna get this? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey!
I got you. 58, right over there, right over
Shoot!
They'll run it. This is Michelle. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 45 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards.
Single receiver.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
Big grip. Big grip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Delta. Yo.
Off the play fake. Frank. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution. Adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
They move to 3-8 to get ready.